Hey guys, it's Jeff with Simply Derivative, and here's the daily recap video. So let's start, as usual, with the ES and the major markets. We saw them rally up today, slightly about 0.5% they were up. Um, Basically rallied up in the morning and then had another surge um, right around 9 o'clock and basically set at the highs until we sold off towards the end of the day. So bigger picture, we are still within this big range, and so any opportunities that you guys are looking at are taking within this range. It's not going to be the highest probability until we get closer to the extremes of the ranges. So just keep that in mind. That goes for most of the major averages. Although the Russell did break out to new highs today, at least on the futures contracts. I know IWM did that a few days ago. So small caps usually lead both to the upside and downside. So we'll see how this dynamic is playing out. The other markets are lagging quite a bit. Specifically, the Dow has been a lagger, and so we'll see if it can play catch up or um, if the Russell is poised to pull back slightly now that it did take out the all-time highs. So we'll see how that plays out the rest of the week. A couple other interesting things that we were looking at today um, was Under Armour. We had a position on that we put on a few days ago. We had bought the 18 calls for a few weeks out, and we started taking profits today. As you can see, it had a nice move up. A lot of the retailers and clothing lines and clothing brands actually had a strong day today. So you can see that Under Armour was up 8%. We were pulling contracts off at 80%, 150%. I think it finished up about 180% on our position today. We still have the one lot left in terms of our orders. So that was a good trade that worked out recently. And what else did we want to look at? We wanted to look at the dollar. The dollar had moved up again today, took out its recent high, hit almost 93.50 here in the futures, and then kind of pulled back slightly the rest of the day. But dollar's moving up, rates are moving up. That's the other thing we wanted to look at. You can see that in bond futures and the 10-year note, busting lows, making new lows, and so rates continue to rise. We're going to see how that affects equity prices going forward. So those are the things that we're looking at here the rest of the week. A couple other things, real quick, guys. We get a ton of emails asking about tips and things that traders of all types, no matter if you trade futures or options or Forex, cryptos, what are some things that you can do right away to help with your trading, to help see improvement, to help get you on the right path, so to speak. And so I just wanted to go over a few of those things today. Number one, guys, is always going to be record your trades. Whether you do that on the computer, you do it manually with pen and paper, or both, which is like me. I do both. Get it done. You'll see both the good and the bad, the mistakes you make, the good things you do. You want to get the right information down about your trades, your emotions, and what's going on through your head, and then you can be able to look back and kind of see where you're at and see patterns, bigger patterns over time, and see how your trading is evolving. The other part of that is what I like to do, and I've done this for quite some time now, and this is quite the stack. And this isn't, this is maybe a couple months worth of trades, but print out screenshots of your trade setups and review them. The trades that work, trades that don't work. Anytime you get into a trade, take a screenshot of it and then review it. It's part of the process, part of the business that you're in. If you want to be successful, you gotta know where to improve and how to improve. And most people don't talk about the different ways to improve your trading, but that's kind of what we do and focus on here at Simply Derivative. So I would definitely recommend doing that. And then lastly, depending on if you like to read or not, or you like to listen, I would find some trading related books, trading psychology related books, just in general psychology books on how to take your trading to the next level in terms of mastering your own mindset, because that's what trading really comes down to. Once you get the mechanics and your rules and how you get in and how you get out, no matter what you trade, it becomes a mental game at that point. And so I always like to either listen to audiobooks or read books, both on the markets themselves and everything related to trading. A couple recommendations would be Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, The Disciplined Trader by Mark Douglas. Jack Schwager does some good books with the Market Wizards, and he has some good information out there as well. And so you can get it in both book format or audio format, whatever you guys are comfortable with. But I would definitely incorporate that into your routine as well, just to keep you in the right mindset and get you in the right mindset. So that's it. Those are a few different things that you guys can really, start to use right away to see improvements in your trading. But yeah, we'll see you guys here next time. Thanks.